Hi guys, welcome to another video. Haven't posted a repair one for a while, just been busy doing stuff. So here we have today an Xbox One S, which has got a broken HDMI port, or should I say butchered HDMI port, and you can probably just about see that in there. It's absolutely hammered. So apparently the whoever it was playing a game, got a bit angry and kicked the Xbox against the wall, and that is the result of that anger. So an expensive mistake, but anyway, it keeps us in business. So let's get this opened up. I'm going to get rid of this seal sticker here, so I'll show you how to open it. I'll tell you what, it's freezing out there. It's -5 out there at the moment, so I'm just going to get this this bit off here. You can hear the clicks. You just pop it off. I imagine there'll be a lot of dust in this device. You can use a screwdriver, or you can use a plastic tool, prizing tool. I've done quite a few of these, so I know that hopefully nothing breaks while I'm doing it. Not a problem. So we've got a few screws here. Now the green screws, which you can see here, they will lock the actual guts of the device to the outer casing. So if we, what you could actually do is I use the tray of the Xbox, put all the screws in. So chances of you losing anything is 0, unless you drop something on the floor. Then you'll be scurrying around like a rat looking for your drops screws. So that should just pop off, come out now. But we do need to remove this back bit here. Usually that just pops out. Pull this out. That doesn't look too good, that USB port there, does it? That doesn't look great there. That looks bent as well. Can you see that there? Looks a bit bent. We'll have to see what that is then. See what's going on there. And this is the one without the eject button that's going to flex. Yeah, okay. So I always struggle with these. I'll just pop them out. Bit of a stubborn one, this one. So normally they just come out the side. They're stuck into the device. Should just pop out. Okay. That's that one out. One side out. These are actually clipped in to the device. You can just pull them off slowly, and you will release the guts. Okay, so I mean, yeah, some of it. And once you put it back together, it will slide into place, and all will be good. Put that to one side. And I imagine there'll be quite a bit of dust in there as well, but at the moment we're looking okay. So before I do anything else, I don't want to break anything here, so I want to get rid of the Wi-Fi card. I'm going to have to change my adapter. It's the wrong one. I don't know about you, but it's freezing out there. And, global warming? Yeah, I don't know about that one. Not like this time of year. It's the other way around, global freezing. I wonder what's going to happen when we get to that point. And they'll say, right, you need to get back into your petrol and diesel cars. Yeah. But, yeah. So I'm going to get rid of the power board as well at the front, which is, has the power button and so on in there. And the screw is falling behind here, so get that out. Again, it'd be a good idea. I remember where they go, so if I was you, I would make a template with a bit of paper and just put holes in the paper and write down where the screws go so you don't lose them. Okay, so this is going to be caked up with dust. I can just see it. So not too bad, but there's still quite a bit in there. To one side, and as I'm going to go along, I'm going to vacuum as well. So, you know, we're working with a clean device. So it saves me doing it when I put it back together. So give me a sec, I'll just get my vacuum out and then start vacuuming. Now everything is kind of still intact. So you can see, oh mind you, there's just a bit of dust there. Pretty cool. Some of these will house the fan. This one for the power supply. This never goes back in when you take it out. Always fiddly to get back in. Let's get there in the end. You sort of can't really forget where the screws will go back in. If I was you, you could also take photographs, take a little snapshot beforehand and you know, afterhand, if that's a word. But yeah, well, if it's not a word, it is now. Right, this is for the heat sink, and once we've repaired the port, we'll apply new thermal paste as well. Okay, so here's the hard drive. You can pop that off. Be careful, you don't break anything here. The last thing you want to do is go around soldering connectors and so on. Just extra work. Again, I'm putting that within the tray. That's all the bits are in one area. That's the CD drive. Careful with that. And you've got the power supply just over here, and you don't want to tug this out. We've got a little clip on the side here. Push that in and it will release the power supply. Okay, and there's a little metal retaining clip here for the motherboard just there. You can pop that off, that'll come off easily. Oops, excuse me. And the board now, have I left any sort of the screws in there? No, they're all out. So why is it rock hard to get at that? Okay. Okay, again, I'm going to clean up as I'm going along. Excuse the noise. I have turned the volume down for you while while it was while vacuuming. Now the other thing is, I've got a little screwdriver here which got a bit of a bend on it, so you want to get into these, get the clamps off for the heatsink. Be careful you don't knock off any components when you're doing that. Right, sorry about that. I was interrupted by somebody. So okay, yeah, I was removing the clamp off, the X clamp. And that will release the fan. Be very careful, you don't damage anything. Okay, I've disconnected the fan already, just there. It goes in there, so pull that off. Whoa, lovely, nice bit of fluff there. Have I cut myself? I have cut myself. There's a bit of blood there, so I'm going to get a band-aid in a second. Okay, that's pretty clean now as well. and I'll just get myself a band-aid. As you can see, the port that's damaged, which is the first one there, you can see it clearly now, absolutely hammered. The legs look okay, so I don't need to do anything to it, like you know, making new tracks and all that sort of stuff. The tracks are fine. We'll go ahead and remove that now and solder on. start putting the device back together. Right, so the first thing we need to do is clean up the old thermal paste the best we can. The old stuff can stay on there, it's not too bad, it hasn't been harm anything. The main thing is we've got the ceramic area covered nicely. That, you know, you can go ahead and clean stuff, but I don't want to rip any of the components off, and it's not going to harm it anyway, to be fair, so I'm just going to leave it on there. I've never had an issue in the past, so I don't see why I'd have an issue now. Just use cotton buds to clean it up. Yeah, I could have made the video smaller. I just said, right, okay, do you know what? I'm just going to show you how I do the port itself, or make a dismantle video for the Xbox. Right, so that's done. Now, clean up the heatsink as well. Okay, that's nice and clean now, almost. It is dried up, so it was due, to be honest, it was due a change. I'll lift my iron on. Just to clean up. It's all good. Piece here, get rid of those bits there. While I'm there, I'll just use the cloth to wipe it off. I'm going to put a generous amount of soda paste. I use MX4 Arctic MX4 thermal compound, and I think it does the job, to be fair. So it goes in this way. Give it a good squash. You can take it off and make sure it's got light everywhere. Yes, it has. I have to make sure it's spread evenly. Connect it back up. Get the X clamp. Again, make sure, be very careful you don't break anything. Okay, that's all in. Now, let's put it into the casing. So when you do it, make sure it's in flat. So this bit has to be in all the way. Okay. Make sure the holes line up. Yeah, you may have noticed that I've used a silver port rather than a grey one, but they don't really make no difference. What I'm going to do now is put this clamp on. Make sure the holes here line up, because if they don't, you won't be able to get the power supply in properly, and it's a pig to do. So make sure this clamp is kind of squeeze it together. Let me push it in. It will retain, it's got like a retaining clip, and that will prevent it from coming off. And we can put the power supply in. Again, make sure from underneath that it lines up. Mine currently are not lining up, as you can see. So, okay, that's through. So what I'm going to do now is put one of the screws in. head. And this, so that it's not going to come out now. Africa manual, I think the there's one in the middle there as well. It should go in properly. Very happy though, is it? It's probably because it's lining up properly. But I can use the manual one later anyway, it's not a problem, no big deal. And yeah, that one's okay as well. So now I can put in the heatsink ones, make sure that's solid. Actually, before doing any of this, I could just test out the device, make sure my screwdriver needs charging. Definitely needs charging. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, before putting it all back together, I've got to lock it in my mouth. I was coughing like mad a minute ago, and I feel better for it now actually. Put the CD drive in, the hard drive gone back in now. I'm just going to plug in the power button board, and we're going to test out that we do have a display. Move my tray out of the way. Right, so let's plug it all in. We've got power, yes we do. And we also need display, so HDMI, power on, yes it is. Now, and I've connected it to my my screen. There you go, that's all good. So now we have a working HDMI on our Xbox. So now let's just go ahead and put it back together. You're welcome to watch the rest of the video and put you back into my little holder here. Okay, let's do the rest of the job. Right, so I'm going to switch it off now. So we'll have a happy young man for Christmas. This is what I like doing, making people happy, which is what we want. While I'm here, actually, I'm just going to put a bit of alcohol on my. Just going to give it a quick clean. It doesn't have to be perfect, otherwise it'll be all day on this machine. And we do have other things to do. So yeah, do what you can. To be honest, that's like horrible. This is ingrained in there, isn't it? Look at it. But yeah. I think we've done a good job here. Put it back together now, and on to the next job. So we've put back the disconnect these things here. So what we're going to do now, first of all, is what I want to do is just secure what you just seen there. The on my bits. It's pretty straightforward. Change my bit and my screwdriver. Okay, and we can go around putting in the screws. I don't know about you, but it's absolutely freezing out there. I'm going to go and have a sauna and steam after doing this job, and then I'll come back and do whatever else I need to do. Okay. There's one just there. Okay. I'll get my manual screwdriver now. Got my manual screwdriver. The other one needs a good charge, so I'll put the Wi-Fi board in now. It goes in like so. Do not forget to put back in the drive clamp. There's a little clamp that just clips into place. I'll show you where that goes, dead easy. Okay. That goes there. The other ones. Just remember, if you've got any screws left at the end, you're the one you want to blame. If you missed it out somewhere, you'll go back and put it in again. So just make sure as you're going along, you're checking that how many screws you've got left and so on. But I think I'll end the video here now actually. The rest of it's pretty easy. This goes here. Okay. Oh, the other way around. That's fine. Okay, that's in place now. But yeah, I'll end the video here. I hope you liked the video, and hopefully see you in the next one.